Ever wondered what your dog is really trying to tell you? Welcome to the fascinating world of canine communication, an intricate language composed of vocalizations, body language, and facial expressions. Understanding this language is crucial for every pet owner and dog lover out there. It allows us to comprehend our furry friends better, strengthening the bond we share with them. Dogs, much like humans, have a rich and varied language. They don't rely on words as we do, but they have developed an impressive array of signals they use to express their feelings, needs, and desires. It's like a secret code, and we're here to help you crack it. Let's start with vocalizations. We all know the familiar bark, but dogs use a whole symphony of sounds to communicate. They whimper, howl, growl, and even sigh, each sound carrying a specific meaning. Understanding these sounds can be the key to understanding your dog's emotions. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. Dogs also communicate using body language, the position of their tail, the way they hold their ears, how they lean their body. Every little detail can tell us something about what they're feeling. It's like reading a book, but instead of words, you're reading tails, ears, and paws. And let's not forget about facial expressions. Yes, dogs do have facial expressions, and they're just as expressive as ours. A dog's eyes, ears, and even the tension in its muzzle can reveal a lot about its emotional state. You just need to know what to look for. So there you have it. The language of dogs is a complex mix of vocalizations, body language, and facial expressions. But don't worry, it's not as daunting as it sounds. With a little patience and observation, you can learn to understand your dog and strengthen the bond you share. Next, we delve into the specifics of dog communication. Stay tuned as we dissect the different ways dogs use their voice, body, and face to tell us what's on their mind. It's a fascinating journey, and we're excited to have you with us. Barks, whines, growls, what does it all mean? Let's dive into the world of dog vocalizations. They're far more than just noise. They're an essential part of how our furry friends communicate. Just like humans, dogs use their voices to express a range of emotions and desires. Firstly, there's the bark. It's the most common sound we associate with dogs. But did you know that there are different types of barks? A series of quick, high-pitched barks typically indicates excitement or a desire to play. On the other hand, a single low-pitched bark might be a warning or a sign of discomfort. Then we have the whine. This vocalization is often a sign of anxiety, frustration, or a need for something. It could be that your dog is hungry, or perhaps he's stuck behind a closed door and wants to join you. Growls, on the other hand, can be a little more complex. A growl doesn't necessarily mean aggression. It can be a warning, yes, but it can also be a sign of fear or discomfort. Sometimes dogs growl during play, which is their way of communicating that they're having fun, but also setting boundaries. Howls are another interesting vocalization. They're deeply ingrained in dogs' wolf ancestry and are typically used for long-distance communication. If your dog is howling, they might be trying to locate you, responding to a siren, or joining in the chorus with other dogs. But remember, context is key when decoding these vocalizations. The same bark or growl can mean different things in different situations. So it's important to pay attention to what's happening around your dog when they're making these sounds. In the end, understanding your dog's vocalizations is about more than just knowing what each sound means. It's about developing a deeper bond and a more meaningful communication with your furry friend. Now that we understand what dogs are saying with their voices, let's move on to their body language. A wagging tail doesn't always mean a happy dog. This common misconception might lead you to misunderstand your furry friend's emotions. Dog body language is a complex system of signals that can tell you a lot about your pet's feelings and intentions. To start, let's talk about tail positioning. A high, stiff tail often indicates arousal or agitation, while a tail tucked between the legs suggests fear or submission. And yes, wagging can be a sign of happiness, but it can also signify anxiety, excitement, or even aggression, depending on the speed and direction of the wag. Now, let's move up to the ears. Erect ears show that the dog is alert and attentive, while flattened ears may indicate fear or submission. A relaxed dog, on the other hand, will have ears in a neutral position, neither pricked up nor pinned back. Posture is another significant aspect of dog body language. A dog standing tall and leaning forward is likely showing dominance or aggression. A hunched back or lowered body can be signs of fear or submission. If your dog rolls over to expose its belly, it's either feeling very comfortable and trusting, or it's signaling submission. Eye contact is also telling. Direct, prolonged eye contact from a dog can be a sign of challenge or aggression, while a dog avoiding eye contact is likely feeling anxious or submissive. And those puppy dog eyes, they're a way for your dog to show affection and trust. However, it's important to remember that context is key. Body language signals can vary based on the situation, the individual dog's personality, and even its breed. It's a good idea to observe your dog in different situations to understand its unique way of communicating. By understanding these subtleties in your dog's body language, you can better interpret your pet's emotions and intentions. This can help you respond appropriately, ensuring a more harmonious relationship with your four-legged companion. As we see, body language is a huge part of dog communication, but what about their facial expressions? Dogs can't smile or frown like humans, but they have their own ways of expressing emotions. Their faces are canvases of non-verbal cues, and learning to read these cues can bring you closer to understanding your furry friend's feelings and needs. Let's start with the eyes. The eyes are the windows to a dog's soul. When a dog's eyes are wide and alert, they're likely feeling curious or excited. But if the whites of their eyes are showing, that's a sign of fear or stress. A relaxed dog, on the other hand, will have soft, half-closed eyes. Next, we have the ears. Ears that are perked up signal attention and interest. If the ears are flattened against the head, your dog could be feeling scared or submissive. And a dog with ears that are slightly back and relaxed is likely feeling just that, relaxed. The mouth can also tell us a lot. A closed mouth can mean your dog is focused or tense. An open mouth with relaxed, panting breaths usually indicates a happy and relaxed dog. But beware of an open mouth with tense muscles and visible teeth. This could signal aggression. The nose is not to be overlooked. A wet, cold nose is a sign of a healthy and content dog. But a dry, warm nose doesn't necessarily mean your dog is sick. It could simply mean they've been lying in the sun, or they've just woken up. And finally, the overall expression. A relaxed face with soft eyes, ears at ease, and a slightly open mouth is a sign of a happy, content dog. On the other hand, a tense face with wide eyes, ears flat, and a closed mouth might mean that your dog is feeling anxious or scared. Understanding these facial expressions can help you better respond to your dog's needs, whether they're feeling playful, scared, or just plain relaxed. Remember, every dog is unique, and their expressions can vary based on their breed, age, and personality. Facial expressions are just one more way dogs communicate. Now, let's put it all together. Understanding your dog's language is key to a happy and healthy relationship. It's like learning a new dialect, where vocalizations, body language, and facial expressions all come together to paint a full picture of what your furry friend is trying to say. Imagine you're out on a walk and you encounter another dog. Your own pooch starts to growl, their tail is stiff, and they're giving the other dog a hard stare. These are all signs of aggression and discomfort, and it's your cue to steer your pet away from a potential conflict. Or consider a scenario where your dog is wagging their tail, their ears are perked, and they're playfully bowing. This is your dog's way of saying they're ready for some fun and games. Just like in human interactions, understanding this dog dialect means you can respond appropriately to your dog's needs and emotions, creating a stronger bond between you both. But it's not just about avoiding conflict or playing fetch. It's about improving the quality of life for your pet. For example, if your dog is frequently licking their paws, combined with other signs like whimpering or restlessness, they might be in pain. Recognizing this behavior could mean the difference between a quick vet visit or a prolonged health issue. And remember, not all dogs will speak in the same way. Some might be more vocal, others might rely more heavily on body language. It's up to you to learn your dog's unique communication style. This knowledge can also come in handy in social situations. For instance, knowing whether your dog is comfortable around new people or other dogs can help you manage their interactions better and ensure they're happy and stress-free. With these tools, you're well on your way to becoming a dog language expert. Remember, every dog is unique, and it's important to pay attention to their specific communication cues. Happy communicating!